The revolution is upon us. The future of physical music is in our hands. Join the fight. This is the WaxCast.
Community, we're back. The WaxCast is back.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah,
we do this sometimes. Like we go away and we come back because, well, we have day jobs.
Well, we do have day jobs, and I mean, we come back because we missed you.
We do. So no, we always do our best to keep this very current and weekly, and damn it, we keep trying, but
we had a good little run for a while there, but
we did. It was where were we? If you care. Well, we had some stuff going on. We have some projects in the back burner that we can't talk about right now.
Yeah, we've always got a lot going on, but really there's some big stuff going on right now.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, even though GetOnVinyl.com as a whole is a little slow right now, I promise you, big things are on the horizon.
Big things are on the way, so make sure you just stick with us. Just keep an eye on us.
Yeah. And on that note, just a real quick, we need to talk about the event coming up in October.
Oh, yeah. That's another one of the things that's on the back of our mind. Making vinyl events coming up here sooner rather than later.
MakingVinyl.com. Make sure you get on there and register because we're going to be there.
Absolutely, we're going to be there, and we're hoping to have a lot of special guests and whatnot during the event.
We got some big plans for that. Just fingers crossed. People you might know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
And people you might not. But you can learn to know.
But everybody involved with the vinyl community. So anyway, get on MakingVinyl.com. Get registered. Get on there.
Yeah.
Get your plane tickets.
Yep.
We want to see you there.
MakingVinyl.com.
We can't stress that enough, and we're really glad to be a media partner of them.
Absolutely.
So on that note, the WaxCast is back.
Yeah.
And we had incidents happen over the last week or so.
Yeah, pretty similar incidents with different experiences, and so we figured we would just dive right into that and start talking about.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
So I spent the weekend out in a place called Mountain Home, Idaho, at the Mountain Home Country Music Festival. Really cool event. If you're a country music fan, Alan Jackson was there. Dierks Bentley, Eric Church was there, and a lot of great up and coming acts. Cool festival. I'm a festival junkie.
Yeah.
I love me a good festival. Yeah. Any reason to stand in a cow pasture and drink beer, I'm there.
You got to drink the beer to get away from the cow pastures.
There you do. So I had an interesting. Now, one thing I'm always a proponent of. We always are with this site. Is supporting independent artists and bigger artists. It doesn't need to be independent.
Well, really anyone that catches our attention. We try and hit as many as we possibly can. Right?
So no matter what I thought of the show, I always try to make a point of visiting the merch table.
Yeah.
Because if I'm there, it's a good place to grab a sticker, a CD, a T-shirt, or something, memento. And I'm certainly not the only one. There were lines going on.
Yeah. The lines are always throughout the length of whether it's a festival or concert. There's always a line going to be there. So it's just pick your poison on when you're going to get into it.
So I was like I said, although my favorite place to buy music is an independent record store, and that's just obviously not possible. But there's no better way of supporting an act than hitting a merch table.
Hitting their merch tables, it's you're buying direct from the artist. I mean, it's the second best option of buying aside from the record store.
It really is. It's so much. It's direct support, and I always make it a point to do that, as I know you do. Anyway, had an interesting situation. So I go to the merch table, and I'm in line, and out walks this kid about 6-8 people in front of me, and he tells his mom all they have is T-shirts. And I'm like, well, what do you mean all they got is T-shirts? I mean, stickers, CDs.
Well, they must have sold out.
No. In fact, so I get to the front of the line, and all they are selling is T-shirts. And I was like,
because they sold out.
No,
music.
They weren't selling music
at a music
festival. Yeah. Where they had just performed and had hundreds of people in line. They weren't selling music.
At a music festival?
Yeah. Now here, and it reminded me of something while we were there. I apologize for holding on the floor here. And here's what frustrates me. Anytime I hear, let's back up one step. We get sent a lot of new music for our website to review. And when I get something that really catches me, first thing I want to do is I want to research the artist more, and I want to find out, can I get it on vinyl? Can I get it on the CD?
Yeah, you want to know who they are and all the different venues and whatnot.
Everything.
Like how you can purchase them.
I hit up their website. And I usually I do a little bit of research just to save my guys at the record store a little bit of time, see what releases are still available physically. And one thing infuriates me was that when I click on music, it sends this little pop-up box that you probably have all seen. It says, you can buy this on iTunes. You can listen on Deezer. You can listen on Spotify. And those are the only options.
So we've talked about this kind of stuff quite a bit, actually.
We have.
And I still cannot process things like that when you go to a musician's website and they're saying, oh, go listen to us on Spotify or Pandora or whichever one. Well, no, I want to buy your album. How do I buy your album? We'll go to Spotify. How are you making money with that?
You're not. Especially on an independent level. If you're an independent artist, and I mean independent, just grinding it out, you are not making jack on Spotify, if anything.
Well, even the big artists in comparison, I mean, what wasn't it? Lady Gaga with her Poker Face song. It was played
umpteen millions of times,
and a billion times, and she ended up making like $1,000 or something like that from a billion plays or whatever.
What's frustrating here is that it's twofold. One, I am a customer. I am a willing and able customer, ready to buy. Ready to give you direct support 1,000,000 times more than your stupid Spotify link is going to give you. But you are shortchanging me in this idea that if I'm a new fan, I got to listen right now on Spotify. You are shortchanging me as a customer, and you're shortchanging yourself because I'm not buying it now.
Well, and it's putting a lack of heart into the music that they're putting out there too, because when you're directing us just straight to Spotify, and I can't even get a CD or an LP.
How about the ones that don't even have the downloads anymore? They just straight up send you to Spotify.
Give me a digital download card, something like when it comes to people like us, we want to go through the artwork. We want to see, your heart in your music, not just from you, vocalizing and playing your music, but I want to see like the behind the scenes stuff that's going into it. And stuff like that. Like, don't just send me to Spotify.
Actually, there was an artist this week who I was listening to on stage, and she goes, "Thanks so much. If you want to support us, make sure you listen to us on Spotify." That's not supporting you.
That's not promoting you in any way. That's promoting Spotify.
So let me get this straight. But you want me to go listen to your music for the hundredths of a cent that you might get on the stream, as compared to the $15 I had in cash ready for you right now.
Yeah, or $25 for the LP or whatever.
Whatever it is. You're sure, but you are literally, when they do that, they're telling physical music buyers, you are not worth my time.
Yeah.
Screw you. Yeah. And I'm saying that because I want to stay off the off cussing things of our streamers.
Yeah.
But screw you. And that's complete bull. You are shortchanging me as a fan. You're shortchanging yourself, and I'm ready to pay money. And I don't buy the fact that it's not worth it. It costs nothing to sell physical music online. Zero. With the days of Bandcamp and anything, your own personal website, which you already have, it costs you nothing to sell me a physical product. And these days, especially even in CD, it costs you pennies to produce it.
You've already produced it. Put it online. Put it in your merch booths.
So let's just real quick rundown, quick math. You've already produced this album and put it on Spotify. For you to actually take that file and put it on disc and make 2,000 copies would cost you, in the right DIYs, $500. Yeah. So blow it at your ass. I know, I'm serious. I'm sorry, you're shortchanging me, and it's lazy and it's insultive to those who are still supporting music.
Absolutely.
And you are only pushing people further down that rabbit hole. And you can tell that to the 8-year-old kid who wanted to buy your CD.
That was walking away in tears.
So explain to him, hey, go on Spotify. But even though he had mom and dad's wallet right there ready to buy it. But that being said, I will say there's a huge group of bigger and smaller DIY, especially the DIY market, which just totally invest in that shit.
Absolutely. And that's when we can kind of jump into my experience with this one now. So, we heard your music festival and there was no music. It was only t-shirts that were there. Now I went, in Bozeman, Montana, Imagine Dragons just did a performance in the Bobcat Stadium, which was really cool. First time a performance had been done there in 40 years. And the opener was Grace Vanderwall, if any of you know her. So yeah, same situation though. There was 21,000 people there. The merch booths had lines going for miles. And we had tried to get into a couple of them right away, but we finally got into one, get all the way up in there. And the first thing that I see is that they're selling, obviously shirts, but they're selling CDs. They're selling vinyl. They're selling their vinyl box set up there. I get up to the merch booth and I said, sure. Yeah. I'm sorry. I really like how Imagine Dragons performing. I'd like to buy their LP. Sold out.
Wow.
Not only was the single LP, their new LP sold out, their vinyl box set was sold out, which was $140 for the box set, which I would have gladly paid for. Their CDs were just about sold out. I wanted the LP though, but I wasn't mad about the situation though, because it was available. I just got into the line late. Obviously they had the t-shirts and all that and stuff. Well, but they put their merchandise at the merch booth. At a music concert, they put music in their merch booth. That's just common sense.
It's just common sense. And here's the deal. There are those who be like, oh, it's not worth me lugging around vinyl or lugging around CD set of the merch.
Bull.
Total bull.
Bull.
I mean, it's sold out. It's sold out.
Yeah.
And so here's the other side of this. Merch tables have this unique ability. Here's what I love about a merch table. This is why I love supporting merch tables.
Yeah.
It is so prime when you're an artist to have a merch table, because people are new fans. They are hungry. They got money to burn. If they just drop $70, $80, $100 on a ticket, you damn right they're going to buy some merch.
Absolutely.
And they like to do it. They want the memento. They like to support. It's just, it's one more thing of I was here. I need a physical artifact. It is the prime place to sell physical media.
Well, and even with somebody like me in my situation, obviously I know who Imagine Dragons is. I know their hot titles and all of that. But after going through their performance and seeing how they perform, it got my adrenaline going to the point where I'm like, I need to start investing into their music.
Oh, exactly.
And those kind of places to have those merch booths, there's no reason you shouldn't have music.
Absolutely.
At a concert, at a festival.
But now that being said, for artists, especially on a smaller scale, who maybe can't have their music in record stores, maybe they don't have great distribution in that way. It costs nothing to put it on your website. It costs nothing to put it on a merch table. And you are insulting those who want to support you by buying your music. Mm-hmm. And you are selling them short. And this is something that is, I hate to say it, it's only furthering the problem. Mm-hmm. The more that artists assume the public only wants digital streaming, the less they will buy. If you only are offering me digital streaming, if that's the only way for me to get your music, I can't financially support you. And for those of us,
I have no interest in your next albums.
I really don't. I don't. And I'll tell you the truth. If somebody says, oh, listen to me on Spotify. Well, where can I buy your CD? Oh, well, I don't really have those. I can't do that.
There's no way for me to follow your journey then.
It's not that we're against streaming. Streaming has its place. It's not.
I love streaming because it introduces you to music that you may not have listened to before.
Yeah.
But in my mind, the purpose of streaming is to lead you to places like the independent record store or these merch booths or these, concerts that you may not have gone to before and buy the physical music.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you are selling yourself short. If you can't sell me music, sell me music.
Don't send me to a website that you have basically nothing to do with.
Your website, because then
send me to your website so
I'll buy some music off your website. Yeah, totally. I'll buy it.
Yeah.
But if you won't sell me music, why should I listen to it?
Why am I here?
And I know that there's a small fraction out there that just say, oh, we just want to be heard. And I get that. I get you want to be heard. When do you want to make a living at it? When do you want to be paid?
Yeah.
When do you want to be paid for the art you put out there because we're ready to buy it?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Anything, you know, in classic fashion, we can talk about a subject that takes 5 minutes and stretch it out into like 15.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Kind of an intense
you're getting your money's worth here at the WaxCast.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for joining us. We got a lot on deck, like I said, and give us time. It's going to work itself in there just in time. But first of all, quick shout out once again, makingvinyl.com. Get on that. We can't stress it enough.
Yes, absolutely. It's October 1st and 2nd.
Is it? Okay, exactly.
Yes.
In Detroit.
Yes.
Rock City, y'all.
Yeah.
We're going to be there. We want to see you there. Get out there and meet people. The vinyl community is coming together.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
it is.
All under one roof that day, and it's going to be.
Oh, it's going to be so crazy.
It's going to be sick. I mean,
so stop on by and say hi to us. You know, we'd love to do an interview with you guys while we're there.
Oh, you mean the WaxCast might be going like live?
They may or may not.
You know, we'll see. We'll see there. In the meantime, keep an eye on GetItOnVinyl.com for all your needs. Anytime you want to see two fat guys talk about records, we're your best source.
Yeah.
And you can watch the archive and wonder, are they wearing pants?
See how we're doing this? We're leading into our website.
It is.
And so you can see our archive.
Yeah. That's how that works.
Maybe we should put something up there to sell.
Yeah, maybe we should, but we'd rather you spend your money in independent record stores and merch tables.
Yeah, absolutely.
So go do that.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for joining us, Vinyl Community. We love you, and we're going to see you next week.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.